Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for Rebuilding Chelsea episode 3. Almost stuck up two fingers there, but we could be sticking up two fingers. Well, it's a bit aggressive, but we could be saying goodbye at least to two goalkeepers this summer. Bettinelli signed a new deal. I think he's going to be at Chelsea Football Club. This is the start of the who do we keep, who do we sell, who can't be at the club anymore, who doesn't deserve to be here anymore. We're going to try and be brutal about this because I think at this point in time, right, there's not really any players at Chelsea, apart from maybe a couple, who really deserve the full, all right, you've given everything, you've been fantastic, we can't criticise you. Chelsea players this season, despite what we think about the owners, episode 1, the managers, episode 2, despite what we think about everything else, the players have not been good enough. Simple as that. This season, the position that Chelsea are in the bottom half of the Premier League table, giving a very feeble showing against Real Madrid, losing 4-0 in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, knocked out of both domestic cups early. Chelsea have been so poor. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that overall, we've got to be honest, Chelsea Football Club have needed to do this rebuild for a very long time. And we thought it was going to start with the new era, the Todd Boehly era. We come in, see this new owner come in, spends a lot of money, and we're thinking, ooh, he's serious about this. But I'll tell you one thing, the goalkeeping position has been an odd one. Because when Edouard Mendy came in, there were signs that there was a very shaky goalkeeper there. And we're looking at some of the things he would do, especially with the ball at his feet, and we would be like, why have Chelsea thought that Edouard Mendy is our answer to a Man City Edison, a Liverpool Alisson? And I'd even say Arsenal have got a better goalkeeper now in Aaron Ramsdale than either Edouard Mendy or Kepa. So when we look at this graphic here, Edouard Mendy, unsafe, because he lost his place as Chelsea's number one goalkeeper this season, and 15 goals conceded in 11 appearances with only one clean sheet. Then you've got Kepa, who is also unsafe. 33 games played this year, 33 goals conceded, 12 clean sheets, which isn't bad. And then you've got Gabriel Slonina, who we know is going to be a breakthrough goalkeeper for the future. Could make it at Chelsea, who knows? It's difficult because we can't risk just promoting a goalkeeper. That's the facts, right? Bettinelli is happy to be number 3 and just know that he might accidentally play 20 minutes a season, but at least he's there in case we need him. Bringing the vibes in the dressing room. That's what Marcus Bettinelli is being known for at Chelsea Football Club. But both Kepa and Edouard Mendy are not at the level of goalkeeper that Chelsea Football Club need to A, have security with the defending at the back. Defenders need to know that if for whatever reason all of their lines are broken, they've got to have confidence that the man behind them is going to be able to do the business. Let's just look at Ben Chilwell, right? Ben Chilwell's got confidence in Kepa. Do you think he's making that and taking that risk in that first leg at the Bernabeu? Probably not. Let's be honest. When Chelsea, which to be quite fair, the defence is an odd one because we have got the third best defence in the Premier League, which is absolutely mad. But when you look at the amount of individual errors that have led to goals, and this is, again, one of those statistics in football that I think is very ambiguous. When I watch goalkeepers play, I used to be a goalkeeper. And this, I know some people get so triggered when I say this because they're like, oh, but you were rubbish. You weren't even semi-pro. No, I wasn't. I was amateur. Beginner, possibly at best. But when you look at goalkeepers and you know the basics of goalkeeping, there are very simple things. And some goalkeepers do it and they manage to pull it off. For example, David De Gea against Sevilla, awful. But so many times when he's moving and he's using the hand that's closest to the ball, he doesn't go for it, but he goes for this one. That is a television save. Those acrobatics sometimes are done not just for acrobatics and for TV. Sometimes it's for the protection of the landing. But a lot of the time, you've got to be a pretty special goalkeeper to pull those saves off. Edouard Mendy can at times be a fabulous shot stopper from outside the box. Kepa cannot save shots from outside the box. But Mendy, positive, saving from outside the box, but sometimes from close range, not as good. And with his feet, he's flipping awful. So when I look at this, and when you look at the moments this season where you can say, Kepa should have done better, Kepa should have performed better here, Chelsea have got two goalkeepers who could be number one, but neither of them are good enough to elevate Chelsea Football Club. And I think it is so important here, during this rebuild phase, that Chelsea buy a goalkeeper who can be a Thibaut Courtois level at Real Madrid. You can say what you want about liking, loathing Thibaut Courtois. What a goalkeeper. You need someone like Alisson at Liverpool who, okay, has a mistake in him, but can change games with the save, can change games with an early pass, an early kick forward. For someone like a Mudryk to run onto a Madueke, these players that have got the speed to break round back lines. Look how Chelsea have struggled this season to break teams down. If we had a goalkeeper who had the ability to play that early pass, the vision to see the kind of pass that a midfielder like a De Bruyne or Fabregas can see, that is what players like Ederson and Alisson have. And I think Chelsea desperately need not just an upgrade on the fundamentals of goalkeeping, which is saving shots from outside the area, saving shots from inside the area, and distribution from a goal kick. Chelsea also need a goalkeeper in the modern game who can play with his feet and start attacks. And I think whether or not the next manager who comes in during this rebuild phase at Chelsea, whether the next manager is a manager who wants Chelsea to be fast, playing out from the back or not, it's a trait that if you've got it as a goalkeeper, you are on the front foot immediately. And I think it is modern day goalkeeping, as opposed to just being a shot stopper. You need to have it. For Chelsea, who are the possible goalkeepers that we can bring in? If we're looking at Slonina and Bettinelli here as being safe, Kepa and Mendy could both be sold this summer. And I think if Chelsea start next season with one of these two, Mendy or Kepa, as the number one, I'm not confident that we can compete. I think it is one of those positions that is massive for Chelsea. After what we've seen in recent weeks with Kepa was doing well statistically, but then so many shots that he should save went in. Chelsea lose match after match after match. It comes back and falls on him. Who did Chelsea bring in? A couple of options that I think are absolutely excellent. Number one, Mike Maignan from AC Milan. What a player this guy is. Look at the way he has absolutely grown into this Champions League campaign. Both games against Napoli. AC Milan, technically, we all thought had no chance to beat Napoli. Mike Maignan, no matter how good Rafael Leao was, no matter how brilliant Olivier Giroud still is as a footballer, the goalkeeper there, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant shot stopper. Can save penalties, as we saw against Napoli. Really good with his feet as well. Smart with close range goalkeeping and fast thinking. Diogo Costa of Porto, another goalkeeper who I think is a massive upgrade on both Edouard Mendy and Kepa Arrizabalaga. These are the two goalkeepers that I think Chelsea should be going for. I think they are both at a level where it's a massive upgrade on what we've existingly got at the club, and both goalkeepers give Chelsea the ability to do something a bit different in the modern footballing game, where it isn't just about can you save a penalty, can you save a close header from close range, can you save a Kevin De Bruyne rocket from outside the box in the Premier League. These goalkeepers, these two in my opinion, can do absolutely everything. There is also Mamardashvili of Valencia, who reportedly is open to a move away from Valencia this summer. But I think Chelsea, if we want to be competing at the top level, we want to be competing for trophies, we've got to buy the top level tier goalkeepers. Will we do that? We're going to have to wait and see. I would not be surprised if only one of Mendy and Kepa was sold this summer. And maybe we don't go for a top tier keeper and we're just trying to make up the numbers again. Or maybe we don't sign a goalkeeper at all and Slonina is promoted in at number 2 or number 3 with Bettinelli. It is a concern. And I think whoever comes in as the new manager will have something to say about the goalkeeping position at Chelsea, because all the managers that we've seen since Kepa was brought into the club have never been able to stick with the same guy between the sticks, because neither of them are good enough at an elite level consistently. Chelsea need a keeper for 5 or 6 years at the top of his game. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. The goalkeeping position has to be changed, in my opinion, and I would sell both Mendy and Kepa. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you're enjoying the Rebuilding Chelsea series where I'm trying to focus and break things down into smaller pieces, hit the like button on this video. Check out the videos where I've talked about the owners and the managers. And tomorrow, defender time. Come on, you Blues.